I had this very negative self-talk, and I kept questioning myself and pressuring myself to figure out what I wanted to do. And then I became stressed out because I had no idea what I wanted to do, and then that even stressed me out more. So it became an ongoing negative cycle. So if you're watching this video, you're probably also feeling lost or have felt this way before. Now, this is not my usual content, but I wanted to share something that was a big part of my life right now and has been for this past year. This past year has been filled with me questioning myself. Things like, what do I want to do with myself? What's my dream job? Do I want to work a 9-to-5, or do I want to pursue entrepreneurship and start a company? Or should I just start a lot of side hustles? Should I take an online course, or should I take a gap year and move to Singapore? On top of putting this pressure on myself, I also had access to social media, which also didn't help. Social media has made it so easy to see all of the good things, and it became so easy for me to compare myself to others. I wasn't where I wanted to be, and seeing what other people on social media could do only amplified my hopelessness. It was all overwhelming, even though in reality it wasn't. I think a lot of it came from my self-talk. I had all these unanswered questions and felt trapped and hopeless. I was literally not going anywhere and even gave up on trying to figure it out. The reality is that up until just this past year or two, my life was pretty planned out. I just had to graduate high school with a good GPA and extracurricular activities, and then go on to a college and study hard, have the best experiences, and then graduate. And then after that, find a job that of course will pay me well and I will enjoy. It was clear what I would expect to do every single year and what I needed to accomplish. A few semesters I interned at companies, and one semester I studied abroad. But this past year has been a wake-up call. I kept putting the pressure on myself to figure it out and to get my life together. This immense pressure that I put on myself only made me feel more stuck and lost. And it took a very long time for me to realize I was never going to figure it out. And that me figuring it out is a process and not the end goal. So no matter how many self-help books you and I read, it's really not going to help until we start to change how we think. So this is what I've done to help myself get out of a rut. The first is just to be curious and try new things. I remember going to the first day of soccer practice in high school. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I was open to trying something new and getting out of my comfort zone. This mentality is why I needed to get started trying something new. I know I'm at that age where sometimes it feels like I know everything, but it's honestly just the beginning and I literally know nothing. So having this curious mind to try something new that I'm excited about, and going into a new activity or learning a new skill with that same open mind and willingness to learn, is one of the ways to keep myself from feeling stuck. The next thing I'm doing is having a more growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And it's totally okay that I fail a few times, because it's all a learning process. And by doing this, I can start to figure out what I enjoy and don't enjoy doing. Because I haven't done everything yet, I'm still working on moving away from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. I am definitely a perfectionist, and it feels like everything must be perfect for it to work out. I need to figure out my life now, I need to have a plan, and I need to know what I'm doing and be good at it. That really makes it impossible for me to make mistakes. Because if I do, I keep avoiding trying things that are new to me and that I have a chance at failing at. But trying new things is what actually get me going so that I don't feel stuck anymore. Failing is just another way to learn and get better. And I'm actively working on trying to be okay with not knowing everything and not having everything figured out. I hope these things that I'm doing can also help you when you're feeling stuck and unsure of yourself. And I really hope this can take the pressure that we impose on ourselves. I know you and I are trying to figure it out and adult, and we want to do it right. Eventually, we will figure it out. It's just a matter of time. And the most exciting thing about right now is that we're living in uncertainty, which can actually be a good thing. That's when new possibilities and new opportunities can come into our lives when we least expect it. And this is the best time where we can figure out something we didn't know about ourselves. If you want to watch me figure things out, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow along in my journey.